just want to remind before the video starts. This is technically a 13 plus site, so if you're not 13 plus, please, yeah, please click on the video. But anyways, onto the video. Whee! Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. I am Gloomzalal, and welcome to the video. So yeah, in honor of Kirby Air Riders coming out this month, I am doing a Kirby Air Riders Hunger Games. So yeah. In District 1 we got Kirby and Bandana Waldie, which by the way, spoilers, Bandana Waldie was in my favorite characters Hunger Games, where he placed 20th or 19th. I don't quite remember, but I remember it was one of those two placements. Editor me show the clip. Shell Hedgehog to listen knife into Bandana Waldie. Shadow, calm down! Bandana Waldie is 18th. Yeah, so hopefully he'll be able to redeem himself here. In District 2 we got King Dedede and Midnight. In District 3 we got Chef Kawasaki and Starman. In District 4 we got Gooey and Rick. In District 5 we have Cappy and Scarfy. In District 6 we have Magalore and Marks. In District 7 we have Susie and Terenza. In District 8 we have Waddly and Waddloo. In District 9 we have DeRoach and Lololala, also known as Lololo and Lalala, but I had to try to name it. And yes, I'm making them one spot. In District 10 we got Knuckle, Joe, and Rocky. In District 11 we got Zora, I'm pretty sure his name is, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's his name, and Nova. And in District 12 we got Warp Star and Wheelie. So, yeah, I was originally going to include Robo-DD and the little Kirby cursor thing, but I couldn't find images that would work with the site, so I'm just using these instead. So anyways, proceed. Right, as the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Bandana Waldie runs away from the cornucopia, okay. Magalore takes a handful of throwing knives, okay. Starman runs away from the cornucopia, okay. Marks runs away from the cornucopia, okay. Zora and Midnight fight for a bag. Meta Knight gives up and retreats. Susie stays at the cornucopia for resources. Rick runs away from the cornucopia. Gooey Oh no, what happened to Gooey? Oh no. No. Gooey finds a canteen full of water. Nova gathers as much food as he can. I cannot talk today. Knuckle Joe runs away from the cornucopia. Rocky runs away from the cornucopia. Waddly grabs his backpack and retreats. Cappy runs away from the cornucopia. Waddle runs away from the cornucopia. Oh, the two engines. Warpstar grabs a jar of fishing bait while Willie gets fishing gear. Okay. Well, Kirby scares Scarfy away from the cornucopia. Chef Kawasaki takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Lololala receives a train from inside the cornucopia. Chanza runs away from the cornucopia. Kindy runs away from the cornucopia. Roach snatches a bag of alcohol and a rag. Alright, they won. Midnight and Waldo work together for the day. Knuckle Joe and DeRoach work together for the day. Susie tries to spear fish with a trident. Kindy defeats Scarfy in a fight but spares his life. Chef Kawasaki hunts for other tributes. Bandana Waldie scares Marks off, okay. Kirby injures himself. Zora and Starman fight Waldie and Gooey. Zora and Starman survive. Okay, alright, cool. Oh, so, first me Waldie and Gooey, whose picture just now worked together. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Lololala discovers a river. Warp Star sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Nova and Magalore friend a double suicide and fails in there. Okay, come on. Do you guys really have to die like that? I'm disappointed, you guys. Rocky stalks Rick. Okay. Wheelie camouflages himself in the bushes. Cappy travels to higher ground. And Terenza practices his archery. Okay, proceed. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Wally, Gooey, Nova, and Magalore. Rest in peace. Bandana Waldie convinces Knuckle Joe to snuggle with him. Okay. Willie, Starman, Marks, and King Knee sleep in shifts. Tranza fends Ricky, Kirby, and Waddle away from his fire. Warp Star questions his sanity. Midnight and Zora tell stories about themselves to each other. Cabby sets up camp for the night. Susie convinces Scarfy to snuggle with her. Chef Kawasaki lets Roach into his shelter. Lala destroys Rocky's supplies while he's asleep. Starman and Taranza split up to search for resources. Susie makes a slingshot. Lala scares Bandana Wally off. Chef Kawasaki sprains his ankle while running away from Zora. Warpstar chases Cappy. Okay. Indeed discovers the river. Kirby hunts for other tributes. Midnight makes a wound spear. Okay. Scarfy hunts for other tributes. Knuckle Joe sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Droge constructs a shack. Okay. Rick receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Okay. Willie diverts Mark's attention and runs away. Okay. Rocky accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. No, Rocky. He was so young. And Waddle do fishes. Wow. Okay. One can shock at me here in the distance, Rocky. I'm gonna proceed that one more time. Kirby defeats Midnight in a fight but spares his life. Okay. Transis tries to sing himself to sleep. Knuckle Joe Knuckle Joe lets Warpstar into his shelter. Lala passes out from exhaustion. Zora and Starman sleep in shifts. King Dedede, Waddle and Marks discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Susie dies from hunger. Okay. Chef Kawasaki tries to sing himself to sleep. Droach begs for Wheelie to kill him. He refuses, keeping Droach alive. Okay. Bandana Wally cooks his food before putting his fire out. Cappy and Rick hold hands. Okay. Scarfy is awoken by nightmares. Oh, okay. And see. Okay. Marks injures himself. Okay. Cappy explores the arena. Okay. King Dedede searches for a water source. Okay. Kirby scares Scarfy off. Okay. Wheelie receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Okay. Chef Kawasaki begs for Bandana Wally to come. He refuses keeping Chef Kawasaki alive. Midnight attacks Rick, but he manages to escape. Okay. Doge sprains his ankle while running away from Starman. Okay. Waldo receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Okay. Zora receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Okay. Knuckle Joe receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Okay. Trance is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Poor guy. Warpstar injures himself. How? Lala receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Okay, and that. See, one can't shock me in the distance, Susie. Alright, let's see everyone's status. So, alright. See, not a lot of attacks happening. The only two with kills are Starman and Zora with 2 kills each. So, okay, this been, yeah, and then also Magalore and Nova killed them, trying to double suicide and kill themselves. I guess I don't know. Gooey, I don't remember how Gooey died. Sorry, Gooey. And Susie died from hunger. Okay, anyways, proceed. Transit cooks his food before putting his fire out. Warpstar climbs the tree to rest. Midnight thinks about winning. Droach pushes Knuckle Joe off a cliff during a knife fight. Oh, okay. Chef Kawasaki tries to treat his infection. Lala severely injures Starman, leaves him to die. No, Starman. Waldo cries himself to sleep, poor guy. William Bandana Waddle hold hand. What hands, dude? Never mind. Cappy questions his sanity. Scarfy, King Dedede, Rick, and Marks tell each other ghost stories to line the mood. Zora cooks his food before putting his fire out. Okay. Kirby goes to sleep. Okay. Rick travels to higher ground. Chef Kawasaki, King Dedede, Kirby, and Midnight raid Cappy's Oh my god, I cannot speak today. Raids Cappy's camp while he is hunting. Bandana Wallaby receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Zora receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Warp Star diverts the roach's intention and runs away. Marks discovers a river. Scarfy sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Waldo decapitates Lolo Lala with a sword. Oh my. Okay. Alright. Wheelie searches for Wildwood. Okay. Transit thinks about home. Okay, and that's it. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Knuckle Joe, Starman, and Lolo Lala. Right as I say people, there has been a lot of action. 3 people die from the fight. Alright. Proceed. Chef Kawasaki, Mark, Scarfy, and Midnight sleeping shifts. Kirby, Tranza, Rick, and Bandana Waldy sleeping shifts. Wheelie and Zora run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Okay. King Dedede sets up camp for the night. Okay. Waldo quietly hums. Okay. DeRoach stays awake all night. Warpstar and Cappy tell stories about themselves to each other. Okay. Zora fishes. Waldo makes a wooden spear. Trans explores the arena. Warpstar strangles Marks with a rope. Oh goodness, okay. Scarfy goes hunting. Rick makes a slingshot. Wheelie and Bandana Waldy track down and kill Mennonite. Okay. Chef Kawasaki chases Cappy. King Dedede dies from hunger. No! Poor guy. Droach scares Kirby off. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Marks, Mennonite, and King Dedede. Let's see what's that. What happened to Bandana Waldy now? Oh boy. Well, at least he's redeeming himself from it. Okay, so yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 players left. Okay. 12 people left. Yeah, District 2, 6, and 10 have all been completely wiped out, so sad. Alright. To fallen tributes. Proceed. Wheelie cooks his food before putting his fire out. Droach fends Waldo, Rick, and Cappy away from his fire. Chef Kawasaki attempts to start a fight but is unsuccessful. Scarfy shoots an arrow at Taranto but misses and kills Kirby instead. No, Kirby! Zora begs for Warpstar not to kill him. He refuses, keeping Zora alive. Oh, and Zora begs for Warpstar to kill him. Okay, never mind. While Bandana Waldy tries to treat his infection. Okay. Cappy stalks Taranza. Scarfy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Zora searches for a water source. Warpstar, Waldy, and Chef Kawasaki hunt for other tributes. Bandana Waldy and Rick work together to drown Roach. Oh god, okay. Wheelie dies from hypothermia. No! Wheelie! Oh, I was honestly rooting for Wheelie, but he didn't. Oh well. 30 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Kirby, DeRoach, and Wheelie. Which is a truly sad day. Proceed. Chef Kawasaki screams for help. Zora questions his sanity. Warpstar climbs a tree to rest. Rick quietly hums. Bandana Waldy, Cappy, Scarfy, and Waldo sleep in shifts. And Transis receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Okay. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Warpstar decides to not go to the feast. Zora decides to not go to the feast. Chef. Oh my god. I cannot speak today. Cappy, Chef Kawasaki, Rick, and Transit track down and kill Bandana Waldy. No! Oh, Bandana Waldy, no. At least he got farther than the last time. Scarfy kills it while Luffy to play. No! All of the Waddle species, no. Scarfy tries to spearfish with the train. Warpstar begs for Rick to kill him. He refuses, keeping Warpstar alive. Zora cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. No! Zora, he was actually doing so well, dude. Cappy stalks Ranta, and Chef Kawasaki receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 3 cannon shots can be hit in the distance. Bandana Waldy, Walu, and Zora. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Oh, God. Yeah, so. District 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 11 have all been officially wiped out. And people with the most skills are Rick, Scarfy, as well as the deceased Bandana Waldy, Starman, and Zora, all with 2 kills. Alright. And I believe everybody has gone a kill up to this point. Yes, okay, alright. I have, alright. Alright. Proceed. Rick tends to Scarfy's wounds. Warpstar and Cappy sleep in shifts. Chef Kawasaki goes to sleep. Taranta is unable to start a fight and sleeps without warmth. Okay, that's gonna be a lot of chat. I just feel it. Cappy fishes. Warpstar, Scarfy, Rick, and Chef Kawasaki track down and kill Taranza. What did he do? No! 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Taranza, rest in peace. Cappy begs for Chef Kawasaki not to kill him. He refuses keeping Cappy alive. Scarfy accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Rick convinces Warpstar to snuggle with it. Aww. Okay, that's fun. Nice end of the round. Warpstar falls into a frozen licking drought. No! She was not the one I was rooting for. Chef Kawasaki defeats Rick in a fight but spares his life. Cappy unknowingly eats toxic berry. No! 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Scarfy, Warpstar, and Cappy. Okay. Only 2 contestants left. Chef Kawasaki and Rick. Who is gonna win? Chef Kawasaki's track kills Rick. And just like that, the winner is Chef Kawasaki from District 3. Congratulations, Chef Kawasaki, for winning the Hunger Games. Okay, so, people tied for the most kills are Chef Kawasaki, Rick, and Scarfy with 3 kills. So poor Waldy. Wait. Oh. Alright, Gooey was the one that died against Zora and what was the other? Bandana Waldy. Not Rocky. Did I say Rocky? I don't know. Oh, yeah, he died from landmine. Sorry, Gooey. Okay, well, that was fun as usual. Why are you glitching out, Bandana Waldy? First, Gooey, now Bandana Waldy, now Waldo. What's going on, dude? Anyway, thank you to Brand Steel for creating the site, obviously, and I will see you at a later date. Bye!